Welcome everyone to our Cakrasamvara practice session. We'll begin with the yellow prayer book on page 1, opening prayers.
Manam kadanyam besim tam che deva dande donga dandra nyurdula name nyada bazo besanjo Rinpoche tobarso.
All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Nielen Shadan Yidan Dravedan Never Church. Moment.
May All Mother May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. We'll go to the Cakrasamvara sadhana, page 2.
Om Soba Vajudai Sarva Dharma Sob Vajudai Tombe Gangle Senu Yerego Meme Chuo Tuje Jembuko Kunda Takar Shache Sobjeba Zasa Tarja Tanye Pem Tenzin Rinchen Dorje Shamne Dorje.
From within a state of emptiness, the entire universe arises as the form of the great compassionate Lord, free from any reference point, white like a kunda flower, with one face and 4 arms. The 2 main hands are joined at the heart, and the outer 2 hold a lotus and mala. He is adorned with precious ornaments and sits in the Vajra posture.
sarme me do danga yeraja yungje tokar tenzuk shokpa ze shayen teta yungje nyetela putsuk tupje senu guru chu.
At his heart, which is my dwelling place, is the wrathful king, the protector Achala, blue like a flax flower, holding a sword in his right hand and a lasso in his left, held in threatening mudra at his heart, standing on his right foot and placing his left knee on a sun disk seat. His splendorous form outshines the four Maras.
Benza Todran Sinda Maharu Kana Home, Beza Zinda Maharu Kana, Beza Zinda Maharu Kana. Beza Zinda Maharu Kana, Beza Zinda Maharu. Beza Zinda Maharu Kana. Beza Zinda Maharu Kana, Beza Zinda Maharu Kana, Beza Zinda. Beza Zinda Maharu Kana, Beza Zinda. Chimjong penye dan rang le duma shaje gumdama shanye chewa tuba kharam zen ye kum yung jang ro pe top se yo.
At Achala's heart, upon a dharma source, lotus and sun, I appear as Vajrahi, red with two faces and two arms, holding a curved knife, a skull cup, and a kavanga. With the right leg bent and the left one outstretched, I abide in a posture of royal enjoyment.
Om 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 Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejarvana Bejar Bero Zana Ye Ho 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 Be Be So Om 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 Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejarvana Bejar Bero Zana Ye Ho 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 Be Be So Om 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 Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Bejar Bero Zana Ye Hong 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 Be 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 So Om 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 Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Ho 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 Be Be So Om 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 Sava Buddha Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Ye Hong 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 Be Be Nava Om Om Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Ho 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 Be Be So Om Om Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Ho 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 Be 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 So Om Om Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Ho 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 Be 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 So Om 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 Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Hong 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 Be Be So Om Om Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Ho 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 Be 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 So Om Om Sava Buddha Dragana Yam Bejar Vana Rotana Ya Hong Hong Be Be So Om Sava Buddha Dragana Bejar Vana Yam Bejar Bero Zana Hong 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 Be Be So Om Sava Buddha Dragana Bezerwana Nayan Bezambero Zanai Hong 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 Bebe So Wom So Budanda Gunayan Bezerwana Bezambero Zanai Hong 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 Bebe So Wom So Budanda Gun Bezerwana Nayan Bezambero Zanai Hong 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 Bebe Wom so bedanda ganaya bezavana bezambero sanaya hong 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 pe pe so wom so bedanda ganaya bezarwana naya bezambero sanaya hong 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 pe 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 so wom so bedanda ganaya bezarwana naya bezambero sanaya Hong 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 Pe 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 So Wom So Budanda Bezerwana Ne Bezambero Zana Ye Hong 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 Pe 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 So Wom So Budanda Kanaya Bezerwana Ne Bezambero Zana Hong 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 Pe Pe So Wom So Budanda Kanaya Bezerwana Nayan Bezambero Zana Ye Ho 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 Pe 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 So Ho So Budanda Gunayan Bezambero Zana Bezerwana Nayan Bezambero Zana Ye Ho 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 Pe Pe So Ho So Budanda Gunayan Bezerwana Bezambero Zana Ye Ho 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 Pe Pe Wom so bedanda ganaya bezarwana bezambero zanaya hong 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 pe pe so wom so bedanda ganaya bezarwana bezambero zanaya hong 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 pe pe so Maja nam karnyam besen chena de dong a dar xian san je je gong pan to san nam je gong.
I will practice the yoga of the four empowerments so that all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, may have happiness, be freed from suffering, and gain the state of Buddhahood.
Ranya dan la san men zan se Emanya da tarza denje Zavi lama durjin change go Hera gaba namba jom den den Dorje Tenzin pa moyam dangji Zhe tun zin jian ya bian ri ba dang Lin qin dar jian jin jin jian kum yu Dun xin ji zi din la gar gun jin Wu dan wu zi zi ji din ba yu Sam sarva dang chu jin xiao ba dang Ji se ye ram gu xin sa Ge wa chung ze da ge ji so ba Tam chi zu ba san chu sen ngo.
Page 7. I appear as the Yidam deity. Before me at brow level on a seat of lotus, sun, moon, and brocade silk is my root guru Vajradhara in the form of Bhagavan Sri Haruka. Holding Vajra and bell, he is with his consort Varahi, who holds a curved knife and skull cup. The father and consort are adorned with bone ornaments, ribbons, and jewels. With one leg outstretched and the other leg bent, they stand on the seat of Kalaratri and Bhairava. Moving in the 9 moods of dance, they abide in a brilliance of rays and light. Whatever slight virtue I have gathered through prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, I dedicate it all for great, complete enlightenment.
Lama dorje jan chembe dala Conqueror Retreat, Lama Dorje Chan Chembedala, Conqueror Retreat.
Great Guru Vajradhara, please bestow empowerment upon me.
Lama Yavyam Hansan Zubene, Oza Carbon to them Hansan Tan, Lydia Dribzan Pumbe Wan Choto, Danya Sanje Tom Chen Dubeka, Nandong La Ye Jen Kurni Duse, Lama Yavyam Yom Jo Jon Sane, Oza Kam Danja Dembatan, Nage Dribzan Some Wam Choto, Danya Sanje Tom Chen Dubesong, Chadong Ha Jiran Jini Dese, Lama Yavyam Toje Barvele, Uzang Humbo Trudanyan Karten, Ikje Dribjan Sumbe Wan Choto, Danya Sanje Kunje Tokran Jin, Jenga Neben Chenwa Kunjerto, Lama Yavyam Utan Vazershe, Jebor Netem Gosum Zimbada, Jebel Sanje Tam Cheche, Gosong Todan Yamni Yeshide, Won Yam Yang Lun Zhe Ende, Ju Zhe Yexia Saja Khenpo Ne.
Page 10. From the coil of hair between the brows of the Guru Father with Mother, white light radiates, dissolving between my brows and cleansing the obscurations of my body. I receive the Supreme Vow's empowerment, and I come to embody every Buddha's form, the deity mandala, appearing yet empty. From the point of union of the Guru Father and Mother, white light with a red glow radiates, dissolving into my throat and cleansing the obscurations of my speech. I receive the supreme secret empowerment, and I come to embody every Buddha's speech, the nature of mantra heard yet empty. From the endless knot at the heart of the Guru Father and Mother, blue light radiates, dissolving into my heart and cleansing the obscurations of my mind. I receive the supreme third empowerment, and I realize the nature of all the Buddha's mind, freed from all bonds of arising, ceasing, and abiding. The Guru Father and Mother melt into light, dissolving into my crown and purifying the grasping of my three doors. I receive the fourth empowerment and realize the vast and equal essence spontaneously as every Buddha's body, speech, and mind, and sameness wisdom. Thus I abide in Mahamudra, unfabricated primordial awareness. By this virtue may I and all other beings swiftly accomplish the glorious Guru, establishing all sentient beings without exception in that state. I supplicate to the Lord Vajradhara, Talopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Gampopa, Pagmadrupa, Jingding Sumgun, at the feet of the root guru with the threefold kindness, and to all the root and lineage gurus, the yidams and dharma protectors, please grant blessings upon my mind.
Dorje hongle dorje sambasho le sombe tamje devje wa chembe ranjen dorje je Drupchö alle dorje nyama shova shira tomba nije ranjen Drupchö Tama ande gande yongse jirba na yese nyama da yongze de zawaje.
Home transforms into Vajrasattva, who melts and arises as the Vajra, whose nature is the method of great bliss. And transforms into Vajratopa, who dissolves and arises as the bell, whose nature is the wisdom of emptiness. The Sanskrit vowels on my right palm transform into a sun, and the consonants on my left palm into a moon.
Om Sarvata Dasidem Banza Samaya Ticha Ekatam Daraya Mehe Hum Hum Besova Om Banzar Gendeho Om Banzar Dharma Raneda Dwaraneda Sajaraneda Sarva Buddha Chatra Tratzalen Tranja Paramadana Sobhavan Benza Sat Shandaya Sindoka Hong 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 Ho 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 Rani Ge Jega Jomden De Lin Jeji
In an instant, I appear in the form of the co-emergent transcendent Conqueror.
Om Kendaro Hong Hong Be Om Soba Vashuddha Sarva Dharma Soba Vashuddha Dombe Numme Tuji Jetendo Alle Kabala Yangshe Jacheve Nanda Mera Mama Shole Dursengata Nako Taha Kule Shanganam Hong Drum Zen Kam Jen Jantu Barve Yishi Jedurze So Chemborjo Om Ahong.
From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this, from arises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside it, from B, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Su arise the 5 nectars. And from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the 5 meats, marked with Hum, Brum, Om, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar. Om Ahom.
Om Kindaro Hom Om Soba Vashuddha Sarvadharam Vashuddha Dombang Ale Lume Tuji Jete Ale Kapala Yangshin Jochivenan Mera Mama Shule Durzanga Nada Koha Gule Shanganam Hong Udum Zan Kamjen Zan Janto Barve Yeshi Je Durze Jan Chimbo Ju
Page 20. From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this, from A rises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside it, from B, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Su arise the 5 nectars. And from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the 5 meats, marked with Hum, Brum, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar. Om Ah Hum.
Om Kha 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 He Kha Ye Sarva Yaksha Raksha Sabda Je Pesha Za Udamada Apa Mhara Draga Drak Neda Emam Balen Jahanenda Samaya Rakshinda Sarva Siddhe Metra Yatsin Yate Ba Yate Dang Bunza Ta Purvata Zenja Ta Mate Jamata Mama Sarva Gardaya Sölka Baye Chava Yacha Bhavindo Hum Pesova Om Kha 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 Ye Kha Sawa Yaksha Raksha Sabda Jeta Pesha Za Udada Apa Mara Draga Draga Nadai Imam Balen Jahanenda Samai Jindo Sarva Siddhe Matra Yadzed Yate Ban Yate Jam Bunzata Purvata Zendrata Mate Jamata Mama Sarva Karta Sölka Bashuda Saya Bhavin Hum Pe Sova Om Kha 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 Ye Kha Ye Sawa Yaksha Raksha Sabd Jeta Pesha Za Umada Abba Mar Draga Draga Nedaya Emama Jahanenda Samaya Rajin Sarva Siddhe Metra Yatsinda Eba Yate Dram Bunza Dai Purvata Zendrata Mate Jamata Mama Sarva Kartaya Sölka Beshida Saya Bhavendo Samaya Rajin Hum Pe Zova Om So Jong Xin Jong Sa Dang Le Ne Jin Sin Bo Jong Bo Dang Sha Za Ye Da Nyo Zi Da Jib Zin Kan Zhe Ma Me Zo Qi Jin Tun Be Dor Man De Yin Nam Jer Da Jal San Qiu Zhu Be Zhu Zi Jian Gar Jin Yin Zi Xie Wa Da Chen Le Nam Jin Ru Ba Zu
Om, guardians of the directions, local guardians, gods, and hosts of Nagas, harm bringers, bloodthirsty demons, elemental spirits, flesh eaters, hungry ghosts, insanity inflictors, memory crippling demons, dakinis, and mamos, please accept this Torma offering. Help us yogins attain enlightenment, pacify adverse circumstances, harm, and injury, and the cause of the 4 enlightened activities to be accomplished.
Sarva Dharma Soba shu do wa dong ba ngang le tui ba nu nam jie nan do hong yik xiu wa le so qu ben zhen sam jie me jia ba go wo sa ba me la nam ba ran ran ge si len qu ba jin de ju.
From the state of emptiness arises Ah, from which arise skull cups, each containing a hum. The syllables melt and turn into the inconceivable offering clouds, undefiled nectar in essence and a variety of distinct features in appearance.
Om Beza Drupchana Aho, Om Beza Baden Aho, Om Beza Pube Aho, Om Beza Dube Aho, Om Beza Aluge Aho, Om Beza Gende Aho, Om Beza Nevede Aho, Om Beza Shoda. Namjir sangang khanro ma kholo sumje danye je pawo tana pame cho kunla samza jab sumje simchi kunja tunje se dane hera gajir je simchi tamje hera ga gompang cholang gupa je wo sanje chudang gindu Tadu dane jabsumje, namjir sangang khanru ma kholo sumje danye je, pawo tane pame cho kunla samsar jabsum, simchi kunje tungje se dane hera gajir je, simchi tamje hera ga, gompang cholang gupa je wo.
In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Haruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Haruka.
Najin so dongbani, rana chodan jarwa de kane kanda mene ba.
Shri is non-dual primordial wisdom. He is emptiness of causes and so forth. Ru is free from coming together, and Ka is nowhere abiding. I am glorious Haruka, the cause of benefit and happiness for all sentient beings.
Simche tamche la penda da deve jer pa her ga nga wo shire her go fa.
I am glorious Haruka, the cause and benefit of happiness for all sentient beings. Sri Haruka Home.
Danye barchen dombar same punga jarwa renga ta kanga yunga jinche tsona sancho samba bao ye toso hong le hong jie ngana ne jia ma se shi jirpe sobje zhibe yong se jirle me she dur jie rwa ta Sabje chava kurtang ladwe yishi meye kurkangje Chanso geje yomja chava saten ramje jimbo de
I appear as great, glorious Cakrasamvara. My 5 aggregates are the 5 Buddha families, my 5 elements are the 5 mothers, and my sense sources are the bodhisattvas. From the life force syllable hum at my heart emerge 4 Sumbani mantras, black, green, red, and yellow. They emanate into the 4 directions and transform into an indestructible Vajra fence, ground, web, tent, canopy, and a dome of wisdom flames, becoming a vast protection sphere, solid, secure, and utterly terrifying. It is impregnable to obstructors, even to Brahma.
Om Medana Beza Bava Beza Bindahu Om Beza Chakara Hong Bahu Om Beza Pinsara Hong Bahu Om Beza Bedana Hong Kahu Om Beza Shora Zola Jam Sanja Om Beza Zola Anala Hong 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 Rang Heragasa Tok Hong Lao Zen Drupon Lama Dan Kolodo La Son Denje Nam Kar Jin Zhang.
The light radiating from the home at the heart of myself, appearing as Haruka, invites the Guru and the gathering of Cakrasamvara deities into the space before me. Vajra Samaja.
Nama Shere Cakrasamvara Mindala Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Agamba De Dasova Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Bade Bade Dasova Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Pipe Bade Dasova Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Dupe Bade Dasova Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Aloge Bade Dasova Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Gende Bade Dasova Yere Heruka Sapareva Devete Bade Dasova Om Shere Heruka Sapareva Shapta Bade Doyo Om Benza Wanche Om Benza Madanga Om Benza Marad Om Benza Hase Om Benza Lase Om Benza Ngete Om Benza Nete Om Benza Pube Om Benza Dube Om Benza Deba Om Benza Gende Om Homage banza home. Homage banza home. Homage sabashan banza home. Dharma dharma home. Benza amarda benza Samandra savarana sam Yeho Oma sarva dadanga Anuranga benza subhava Emago Konjo samnada Diba mega sosaja Ruvega la jayaran Sanje sanjo ijesa Sanje chodang sonjo la Sancho barda doja Ramjen tunya rabdrasa Sancho senne jibarji Sancho choga senne jibjene Simchen tamje dagan runda Sancho junjo yung chubarji Jola pensa sanje draba sho konjo samna dojoji Dibya mega sosoja Ruve gela jayara sanje sanjo yeje Sanje chudang somchola sancho barda chabza Dunya rabdrasa sancho simna jebarje Sancho choga semne chijanya simchin dagan drondanya Sancho jimcho yo chubaji drola penso sanje drubarsho.
Page 33. I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddha's awakening in mind. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the Supreme Mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the Supreme Bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings.
The
field of accumulation dissolves into me.
Chukavasa Tony Ngale Dorje Sabje Ravako Traga Lare Mere Sungur Jimba Vusa Namkata Lume Jose Rara Tenda Nazo Bema Jadram Drumle Rinchen Nazo Ledra Yarme Kanchen Wombar Chenye kunzo sara dorje mere tuchuji Devi nazo chichi devar nyema jede dindan Dung sizar jinkar vusa songyang sosa kamar Nara nada kichi yuba dorje homje rinpomba Untu jancho drova tunza landa sawo la temche Danya sawo samsen danja yongsur jirba le songwe Ranye jumden demcho jirna nang tongben kadoje Jarje jinsum chizi zhichen zhangsan dorje chenzirwe Togan Rinchen Zinchen Jinja Rarpa Tozo Jinjinpe Zema Norwa Dunda Nazo Dorje Yunda Dapsete Chanya Dorje La Chujan Shamye Kumban Jizit O Darba Jibe Tenzin Nama Panepa Paksha Dorjen Tukan Aksha Toshar Danja Saja Chok Kunzan Karga Nyamden Panda Dorje Nyamja Serudo Sharje Jins Ram Samsa Tubaga Nedreje Sayon Tuba Durze Kangwa Yabjen Gonan Chujin Yibe Denza Durje Chego Yongya Shanye Gamba Yandre Denyam Chezhou Lan Zoji Ramze Jemo Chanze Loje Chitun Tong Ngabje Doshar Tang Saja Ngaden Yabim Nigan Simbe Zhishen Tarjang Sa Karpa Metan Zikji Tangde Tapshi Ninjo Derbe Ngada Yunja Yeba Namsang Gadro Lama Tumjima Zukjin Madan Ngojang Masar Sharje Jinsum Chovet Jinse Chadro Tukang Gang Abu Tunja Dosharje Saye Chagong Namkara Sarshan Yunbe Turja Togarze Chamo Kajang Dangdang Yen Dikjin Jinse Jimeza Saja Ngajin Darjang Dena Jangong Kaje Rabdanje Samje Dose Durze Bumden Shanga Gangwe Tube Lana Jada Dadan Ungan Rimbar Pema Amarpo Ninkar Nazo Dorje Hongo Yapje Ninka Ongang O Nama Sese Dane Jezo Soa Homamal Chaba Yeso Bodra Pena Meni Hongo Homage Yena Kuna Peham Janga Yamjet Ombama Donyankara Oma Kado Ngoshen Kajam Rim Marbot Gowa Shim Rabda Sarshin Cheso Hong Hong Jankaji Yena Kuna Pepe Toka Rabdans Jirim Sar.
Page 36. My body gradually dissolves into the awareness home, which then remains in space in the form of the nada string. From the luminous and empty natural state of all phenomenon arises an intensely blazing protection sphere, a vajra ground, fence, tent, web, canopy, and masses of fire. At its center arise space, wind, fire, water, earth, and Mount Meru, upon which arise a variegated lotus and a cross vajra. At the center of that arises a broom, from which arises a great immeasurable palace made of various precious substances, brilliant and complete in its characteristics. Outside are spheres of lotuses and vajras, masses of fire, and the charnel grounds. Inside the palace, in the center of a multicolored lotus, is a sun disk with Bhairava and Kalaratri as a seat, upon which is a mandala of sun and moon and the white vowels and red consonants. In an instant, the nada of my awareness enters it and transforms into a vajra with a brilliant blue hum at its center. Light emanating from it makes offerings to the Buddhas and benefits beings. The light gathers back and dissolves into the seed syllable. The moon, sun, seed syllable, and implement transform, and I arise as the transcendent conqueror Cakrasamvara, outshining the radiance of a clear sky. I have one face, 3 eyes, and bared fangs. My hair knot is adorned with jeweled dried skulls bound up by a garland of vajras along my hairline. The top of my hair knot is adorned with a jewel, the front with a crossed vajra, and the left with a crescent moon. Holding a vajra and bell in my hands, I am embracing the consort. With my left leg bent, I stand on Bhairava's head, and my outstretched right leg presses down between Kalaratri's breasts. I bear the 6 charnel ground adornments, a loose tiger skin skirt, and a garland of 50 freshly severed heads around my neck, and I display the 9 moods of dance. On my lap is coral-colored Vajrayogini with 1 face and 3 eyes, half her hair flowing down loosely, and the other half is bound up with 5 dried skulls. Embracing the neck of the father, her left hand offers a skull cup filled with nectar. The right hand, in threatening mudra, fiercely brandishes a curved knife with a vajra handle. Her left leg is outstretched, and her right leg is wrapped around the father. Blissful and endowed with the youth of a 16-year-old, her beauty is extraordinary. She is naked and delights in blood, wears a garland of 50 dry skulls, and is endowed with the 5 mudras. The father and mother are adorned with the major and minor marks and silken scarves. Like the fire at the end of time, their blissful union of method and wisdom is magnificent. In front is blue Dakini, to the left is green Lama, behind is red Khandaroha, and to the right is yellow Rupini. Each has 1 face, 3 eyes, menacing laughter, bared fangs, hair flying loose, a crown ornament of dried skulls, and a garland of 50 dry skulls around the neck. In their right hands they each brandished aloft in space a curved knife, and in their left they hold to their hearts skulls filled with blood. A kavanga is tucked into the crook of the left arm. Their bodies are naked and sensuous, and they are endowed with the 5 symbols. With right leg outstretched and left leg bent, they dance majestically upon corpses. In the 4 intermediate directions upon moon discs are vases filled with the 5 nectars and topped by skull cups filled with the 5 meats. At the forehead of each deity on a moon disc is a white Om. At the throat on a lotus is a red Ah. At the heart, at the center of a crossed vajra, is a blue Hum. At the father's heart are white Om Ha. At the forehead, yellow Nam Ma Hi. At the crown, red Sav Ha Hu. And at both shoulders, black Va Sat He. At both eyes, crimson Hum Hum Ho. And at all limbs, green Pe Ham. At the navel of the mother is red Om Vam. At the heart is blue Ham Yom. At the mouth, white Hrim Mom. At the head, yellow Hrim Hrim. And at the crown, green Hom Hom. And at all limbs, gray Pe Pe. Pem, Pem, the light radiating from the home at the heart, invites the Viras and Yoginis of the 10 directions and the empowerment deities into the space before me. The wisdom and commitment beings become indivisible.
Om Yoga Shuddha Sarva Dharma Yoga Shuddha Om Sarva Tathagata Ape Kinjada Ma Shiba Sarva Davan Durjaya Shi Sar Davala Durjaya Kave Bumba Sadhu Tunana 제들 담바 참제나 대진시구 구두서 나의 전에 더바에 대진자게 주지우.
Having been supplicated, the empowerment deities hold aloft vases filled with nectar and proclaim, just as the Buddhas were bathed upon birth, we will bathe you with pure water of the gods.
Samaya Shiraya Sowan Gurukuk Trimada Deva Chimbaranjin Chujana Wang Laram Ten Chola Chinchela Zola Mejo Yamla Nam Nanda Kanjo Maja Renjo Jinju.
Saying this, they bestow the empowerment with the nectar which fills my body and purifies all defilements, transforming me into the supreme nature of great bliss. The empowerment deities then dissolve into me. From the overflowing nectar arises a crown ornament of Akshobhya on the principal lord, Varachana on the mother, and Ratnasambhava on the four dakinis.
Om Shere Hera Gasa Bara Vara Agam Bade Zaso. Om Shere Hera Ga Inzamana Bade Zaso. Om Shere Hera Ga Drupchana Bade Zaso. Om Shere Hera Gasa Bara Bubamba de Zasova, Om Shere Hera Gasa, Varat Bubaba de Zasova, Om Shere Hera Gasa Bare Varat Bubamba de Zasova, Om Shere Hera Gasa Bare Vara Aloga Bade Zasova, Om Shere Hera Basa Bare Nande Bade Sova, Om Shere Hera Gasa Bare Vare Nevede Bade Zaso, Om Shere Hera Gasa Bare Vare Shabda Bade Zaso.
I offer to the mouths of the kind root guru and all the glorious holy lineage gurus. Om Ah Hom.
Om Sharam Banza He He Ruru Ga Hom Be Draga Na Dola Samvara Om Ah Ho Om Dzambhala Tsanaye Om Ahu Om Traga Om Ahu Om Lama Om Ahu Om Khenpo Om Ahu Om Drupchö Om Ahu Om Sarva Dharma Bala Om Ahu Om Sarva Tata Gata Anurangana Benza Sobhava Magu Om Jom Den Bhavom Ambo Lapsanza Garba Jimbon Thaye Medav Rabbe Tsoje Jibe Jingba De Jize Zhanye Son Rongwe Sha Sana Oza Tongcha Barwa Wa Drata Shat Dunda Kachamze Tage Pakpe Nopsan Chang Anze Tunjin Menchen Dorje Kulando Om Chomden Dorje Pama Lana Samsalo Pama Jeten Sumja Yimje Menje Rikpe Wansoje Jumbo Tamjen Jinze Hundan Zikpa Jinze Jimba Dorje Dima Mayam Jinje Metu Wanze Yongjinji Tujan Kambaran Zepa Jikso Rongwa Chomo Jize Tabze Sobze Rabdan Jikpara Sije Pasur Lejamo Nambara Jerma Mungbaran Zije Riktang Mungbaran Zibamo Dorje Pamo Namjir Jimbo Dube Wamso Malando Shije Wangdang Gube Lemzeta Lunso Simsa Jimba Nyayana Gadang Choga Gadra Linjeta Nimbu Namjir Mala Somjala Okay.
Until page 57. Okay. We go back to page 52. Om. Homage to the Conqueror, the courageous Lord. I bow to you who blaze like the fire at the end of a great kalpa, whose locks are bound up at the crown, whose face is terrifying, fiercely bearing fangs, whose hands, gleaming with 1,000 lights, raise a battle axe and lasso and hold a spear and a kabanga. You who wear a tiger-skin robe and whose smoky color resembles great darkness. Om. Homage to the transcendent conqueress Vajrahi, to the superior mother of the three worlds, invincible awareness consort, who destroys all fears of evil spirits with your great Vajra nature. To you with controlling eyes, who remain like a Vajra seat, unconquered by others, who neutralize even poison, wrathful, fierce lady bearing your fangs, terrifier, annihilator, who severs completely, who conquers all adversaries, all victorious one, conquering those who make us dull, rigid, and confused. To Vajrahi, great yogini, powerful lady who fulfills all desires, I bow. Homage to the four heart yoginis who represent the four activities of pacifying, enriching, overpowering, and suppressing, the four placements of mindfulness of body, feeling, mind, and phenomenon, and the four levels of joy, supreme joy, beyond joy, and co-emergent joy. Homage to the inseparable method and wisdom, the four tathagatas, such as the unchanging one, abiding in the intermediate directions in the form of offerings, the four vases with skull cups filled with nectar.
Jewa Hamdan Remba Karshen Hengar Hongoba Dewa Amar Tenyela Ishe Membar Kulosum Sosur Nebe Yegena Sikshan Hale Karchaba Yege Larse De Dubo.
Inside my body, appearing as Haruka, are the 3 channels and 4 chakras. At my crown is a white hum, at my throat a white om, and at my heart a blue hum, and at my navel a red ah. From the ah, wisdom fire blazes forth, burning away the syllables of the 3 chakras. From the hum, white drops descend, and restoring the 3 syllables, blissful warmth blazes forth. From the home at my heart, a mantra garland emerges. It descends through the pathway of the Vajra, enters the lotus of the mother, and rises through her central channel. It emerges from her mouth, enters again into my mouth, and dissolves into the seed syllable at my heart. In this way, it circles continuously.
Om Shri Benza Heruruk Hom Pe Dragene Zola Savaram Sova Om Shri Benza Heruruk Hom Pe Dragene Zola Savaram Sova Om Shri Benza Heruruk Hom Pe Dragene Zola Savaram Sova Om Shri Benza Heruruk Hom Pe Dragene Zola Savaram Sova Om Shri Benza Heruruk Hom Om Sarva Buddha Bezarwana Om Sarva Buddha Om Sarva Buddha Om so se toga honga tang haje kurva wana la den jove tu sen na la yang hong la tenpa ju.
The mantra revolving around the home at the heart of each dakini radiates light. From these rays of light, deities emerge who then act for the benefit of beings. The light then gathers back and dissolves into the home.
Om Drakane Home, Om Drakane Home, Drakane Home, Drakane Om Drakane Home, Drakane Home, Om Lame Home, 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 Om Lame Home, Om Kindaro 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 Home. Dream Taravin to go Timothy. So I said the dream Taravin to go Timothy. No. Rubene home, Rubene home, Rubene home, Rubene home, Rubene home, Rubene home, Rubene. Rubene home, Ranga Toka Home, Conqueror to Danje, Ranga Timber, Teni Jang, Control Yetan, Tayana. Yayam Yabja Toka Hong Ni Shabjang Kopak Datse Nada Barda Nada Memewazak Nyayang Nanda Lada.
The light radiating from the home at my heart gathers the protection sphere and eternal grounds into the immeasurable palace, which dissolves into the 4 dakinis, who dissolve into the mother, who dissolves into the father, who then dissolves into the home at my heart, which dissolves from the hook at its foot, upwards into its body, the body into the head into the crescent moon, and finally that gathers into the nada string. The nada too dissolves and becomes imperceptible, settle within luminous clarity, even and vast. Once again, like a fish leaping from water, I arise as the great glorious Haruka, with one face and two arms, whose magnificent form appears clearly but is empty like a mirage.
Homage Kendaro Hong Hong Be Umme Soba Vashuddha Sarva Dharma Soba Vashuddha Dombangang Lumme Tuji Jetenda Ale Kappa Yongshin Jacheve Nanda Mera Mama Shule Dursena Managa Taha Koleshan Num Na Hong Drum and Zam Kamjan Jando Barbe Yishi Jedrit Jamzo Chimbo Ju.
From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this, from Ah rises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside that, from Bi, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Su arise the 5 nectars. And from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the 5 meats, marked with Hum, Brum, Am, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar.
Ranga Toga Hum Sarate Uji Ominena Chumda Devejo Pawo Namja Maja Pamena Jinjan Dunja Namkar Yubarju.
Pim, the light radiating from the home at my heart, invites the Conqueror Cakrasamvara from the Pure Land of Akanishta, together with myriad Viras and Yoginis, to come here to the space before me. On the tongues of the assembly of the deities of the 5 wheels are the white vajras the size of a barley grain. The torma is offered to the deities by moving it in a circle, to the left for those in the cardinal directions, and to the right for those in the intermediate directions.
Om Benza Arale Ho Za Hum Ba Ho Benzanja Kena Samaya Tam Drshaya Ho Om Benza Arale Ho Za Hum Ba Ho Om Benza Samaya Tam Sam Drshaya Ho Om Benza Arale Ho Za Hum Ba Ho Benzanda Kena Samaya Satam Drshaya Ho Om Shira Hera Gasa Pareva Agamba De Dasova Om Shira Hera Sapareva Padem Pade Daso Om Shira Hera Gasa Pareva Pive Pade Daso Om Shira Hera Gasa Pareva Pive Pade Daso Om Shira Hera Gasa Pareva Aloge Pade Daso Om Shira Hera Gasa Pareva Gende Pade Daso Om Shere Heruka Sopara Vare Devete Pati Zazu. Om Shere Heruka Sopara Shotta Pati Zayasu. Namja Dorje Wanso Jeja Chapa Chinamja Dorje Pamo Telan Siddha Shiva Nyamba Chapa Jumchen Gundo Topan Chune Ngobo Tamchen Kartan Nyamba Tamni Jibat Gumbo Tukje Chijin Jimbe Labar Jirba Tukje Dala Cheja Lamo Namje Shiji Zedoso.
I bow to glorious Haruka, great hero, utterly pure Vajra Lord, and to Vajravarahi, passionate one for those with great passion, equally victorious over attachment to existence and peace. You have conquered all conceptual thoughts. You see the even space-like nature of all phenomenon. Protector, may the nectar of your heart, infused with your compassion, drench me. Goddesses, please care for me with your great love.
Om Benza Heruga Sadhu Samaya Manabalaya Benza Heruga Dino Dichandro Mebawa Sudukayo Meba Superjayo Mebawa Anurato Meba Sarva Siddhe Mebarenza Sarva Kamasuja Zidam Shiryan Guru Hum Ha 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 Hu Bangave Sarva Tatang Heruka Mami Benza Heruka Kubawama Samaya Sadhu Dench Tungalai Sigdeti Kajinanda Sigdeti Bada Rani La Thambar Jo Dani Jomdind Sazarve Nyenga Wonga.
We're on page 79 now. And sorry, 80. We're on page 80 now.
Last one issue. Not Jitimba.
The first line.
Last.
First line or second line?
Second one.
Okay, second line on page 80. I appear as the transcendent conqueror. At my heart are white Om Ha, at my head yellow Nam Ma Hi, at my crown red Svaha Hu, and at both shoulders black Va Sat He. At both eyes crimson Hum Hum Ho, and at the limbs green Pe Hum.
Om Sambhana Ho Hom Om Jahana Ho Hom Om Jahana Baya Ho Hom Om Anaya Ho Banga Baya Ranjaya Ho Hom Dung Hoa Tachin Togong Dong Togong Hoa Chatang Dong.
Now we'll take a 30-minute break, and Drupon Rinchen Dorje will give teachings at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So please come back and join us then. Thank you.
Om.